All right, here we go. It is May 15th, and our sponsor today is Lotus Notes. You can pick up merch at Fanatics. You can go buy Nebraska football gear. Just remember, at Nebraska, the N stands for knowledge. And they're the first thing we're talking about right now. So, NIL and Nebraska. So, College Sports Commission, which I don't have a ton of information on who they are right now, but essentially with NIL, there's a piece of the rule, name, image, and likeness in college, where your players are getting paid to play in some respects. So there's a piece of the rule where you have to be giving a legitimate business reason to give the player that much money. So at Nebraska, essentially a lot of guys were getting through, I don't have the name here, it's like Play Sports or something generic, Play Friendship, where they were getting paid a lot of money. NIL deals are generally not public unless someone's really trying to make something, promote something specific. Real quickly, on pretty good authority, CU's NIL, they just call it a cap now, but their investment for NIL deals is at about, I think, $33 million. 32 might have been the number for last year. So you can kind of extrapolate from there what teams are probably paying. So here's the thought, though. Legitimate business amounts. This is, I don't like to cheat. I like kind of loopholes in some aspect. And in my opinion, I don't really care about winning in most things. When I was younger, I think most men a lot more when they're, between their teenage to early 20s years, they're much more competitive generally in how they feel. And some people continue that competitiveness for a long time, even throughout their whole life, which I don't think is a bad thing. However, I think if your goal is to win, then you should do what you can within the confines of rules to win. So if I was right now looking to essentially get around, give them the old reach around, circumvent on NIL deals, I would artificially inflate those players' social media followers, YouTubes, TikToks, whatever, because the numbers for how much ad revenue or how much of follower gains is variable, very hard to define, and the value is very hard to define. So if you went in and you said, well, this guy has 10,000 followers, doesn't matter if you said, hey, we need 5,000 bots and 5,000 fans and 5,000 alumni or whatever. It can come from anywhere. And that would give them a good way to say, hey, this guy has a legitimate business purpose for us. He does have a promotional following. What to watch today? Eric Church 2026 commencement speech at UNC Chapel Hill. And that video, he talks for about 14 minutes. And I like to give the timestamp because, first, if you don't have the time to watch it, then don't. If you don't have the attention span to watch it, then don't. We definitely, and everybody knows, we live in a world of 5-second views, 10, 15-second TikToks, and it's understandably bad for our brains, but I don't have a plan to fix that other than to say, hey, stop it and force yourself to decide if you have the time to do something or if it's not worth your time. So 2 times speed on that one, it's like 7 minutes long. And it was sent to me by someone who doesn't enjoy music to some extent. So I thought it was pretty good. Sam Sports News, a couple days ago, he mentioned the NIL deal. So that's why we're following it back up with the Nebraska stuff. Avs Knights Western Conference Finals. He says that should be good. NFL schedule release means that over bets are now available. Pistons Cavaliers has been a surprisingly good series, and I haven't watched any of that. And sure, feel free to bet. I think betting, it's something he doesn't do because he's worried about the cash, but it is something that he thinks about a lot, which that's good for you. And underreported news, Brett Blackman, fraud for about $1 million, I think, in like Medicaid, Medicare fraud. and I do enjoy a slightly underreported news. So there you go, slightly underreported news, and that is the day.